Hey everyone, I hope you're doing good today. Just getting my I have some watch time chant views watch time username so that if I don't have somebody I'm reading for, at least I'm getting some watch time while I'm waiting. Hey Sterling, how are you? You having a good day? Hopefully I'm not talking too loud. I have my earbud in for music. So if I start screaming at you, tell me, calm down, killer. It's been a really good day today. I always forget I can shift now because Key Fob ordered me this little mount for it's present. Wow, that's okay. Some days are panty days and some days aren't, so that's okay. He ordered me this little mount so I can like shift my table now however I want. I always forget. So all these cords are going crazy. Would you like a reading today? Big card. Got you. All right, well, let me light my incense real quick. I had such a really good reading for myself. I was so blessed. Driving to Memphis. I love Tennessee. Our first little honeymoon was in Gatlinburg. We did a timeshare presentation because we were too broke. Wait, maybe this was a bad idea. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake y'all. Okay. I'm going to pray over the deck first. Okay. If there's a problem with audio, let me know. I am using my headphones today to just have some background music in my ear, kind of calming. So I can't monitor my voice level as easily with this in, but I like the music to help me stay centered. Okay, I'm going to pray over the deck. Source, creator of all, divine. Thank you for this day. Thank you for all the blessings. And thank you even for the hardships as we all grow and evolve through those hardships. I ask that you come in and guide my words in the deck for Sterling, as Sterling's here to seek spiritual connection, advice, and wisdom. I send so many blessings his way and safe travels as he's on the road quite often. I call in Archangel Michael and Raphael to bring in words of love, light, and positivity. Amen. I do need to turn the volume down a little bit on this. Oh, my AC. Hold on, let me turn it off. Thank you. Okay. All right. That should be better. That was my air conditioner. The other air conditioner went out, and then this other air conditioner we had in the back room, it makes like the most noise ever. I read this deck of any negativity. I only speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I said you guide my words and the cards to bring words of wisdom and knowledge to Sterling as he's seeking spiritual advice and spiritual connection today. Thank you for this community. Thank you for Sterling as he is a positive influence in his community and in Key Fob and his life. We love having connection with people that we can help to uplift, and they help uplift us as well. When one rises, we all rise. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you too. I have a new number. I need to post it. I'm gonna have to change my business card too, which I was thinking of rebranding anyways. Because so many people think when I says doggy tarot that I'm actually reading for dogs. So I'm probably just gonna rebrand completely. And then I'll get to add my new number in there, but I'll text you. My old number still gets text, oddly enough. I don't know why, because it's supposed to be turned off, but all right. 2 of Wands. I focus on what I want and make it happen. Making plans, looking ahead. This too sees you focusing on your next steps, and you may be in the process of making a decision. I think you've gotten this recently too. Hey, Namira. Oh, I forgot to get my pen. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to write your name down, sweetie. Hey, Anshuman, I missed you. Hey, I missed your name. I got Anshuman down and then Namira. But yeah, Starling, I think you got this card before too, like recently. This too sees you focusing on your next steps, and you may be in the process of making a decision. The card often appears in a reading to signify the planning stages of a project and can relate specifically to travel. You may be in discussions with others to schedule a trip or otherwise find a way to expand your horizons. In relationships, creative and romantic partners are favored. Ooh. You connect with someone who sees the world as you do. Okay. Yeah, I remember you getting, I don't know if it was the Two of Wands or not, but you're always about making some decisions, huh? All right. The King of Wands. I remember you getting the Emperor the other day too. King of Wands. I'm successful in all I do. I can't remember if you got this one too or not, but I remember you getting the Emperor. Ambition, inspiration, and success. As an individual in your reading, this king is expressive, dedicated, and passionate with an entrepreneurial spirit. As a situation, this card represents following your ambition and being supported as you do so. You may be feeling inspired to stand apart from the crowd, seeking ingenious ways to expand your networks and deepen your knowledge of the world. The message is to take the lead, dare to be different, and publicize what you do. In a reading, the card often comes up to show success in business and projects and a positive outlook in finances and love. Oh, I love the vibes of your read today. It's good.
Who's that for?
Sterling. Keep up the tape. Oh, you got another wand. Look, they're all wands. I got 2 wands in my reading earlier too, and it's just about expansion and like, yeah. The universe brings all I need to feel blissful. Freedom, happiness, and celebration, a time for joy and togetherness. The card denotes harmony and laughter, a time for you to relax and enjoy life's pleasures. I'm thinking about this weekend, especially if you have been feeling under pressure. You find peace and appreciate the simple things in life and may celebrate the milestones too. You better be celebrating those milestones. This 4 often comes up in readings to signify holidays, honeymoons, weddings, and parties. An additional meaning is finding a new home or the perfect place for a vacation or a weekend race to go to. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking a lot of these cards were the same as your 5 card. Look, the universe is just validating all the goodness. This is a good read. I like it. It's just validating, all the goodness. Wait, are you connecting with that last card? I love it. Oh my fucking God. Oh, my bad. Oh my effing God. Will YouTube kick me off? Didn't I say you have to be just like 10 minutes into it or something? Well, I love that you're validating our higher power. I am but a vessel, but I love this message. And I love that our higher spirit, our higher power is just uplifting you and guiding you, showing you you're on the right steps. Totally cool. Thank you for letting me read for you, Sterling. And of course, thank you for being here. I always appreciate you being here. I had a really good morning. I put in an application to teach inmates at a correctional facility near where we're going to move to. It's like literally 20 minutes from our property. So send me lots of prayers and good vibes. I did a short reading for myself before I jumped on, and it was a really good reading. So I'm excited. I'm excited to teach in a different capacity and to help those that teaching's always helping people, but just to be able to provide hopefully another way for adults, So wish me luck, send me good vibes, please, and thank you. On Schumann, always a blessing to hear you. It's a blessing to see you. Would you like a reading on Schumann? Oh, thank you, Namira. Buck knows so much. Shush, Sterling. No. And Florida? Wait, Buck does know a lot of people down there. I'm going to have to text him. You're right, because he used to deliver down there all the time. When we told him where we're moving you, where we're moving you, where we're moving to, when we told him where we were moving to, he said he knows a lot of people down there. So look, thank you, Sterling, for reminding me of that. I'm going to have to reach out to him and be like, brother, I don't know it's a good job. It's like 50,000 plus a year. It's going to be a totally different environment. I know that. I'm just excited to help people more, you know? Like, I know children need it. I just think that chapter of my life is closed for now. I think I'm meant to help grown-ups, you know? Well, I'm helping adopt me. Look, right? If I only had enough, the 10 dogs are quite expensive. We literally had to go stock up on dog food for this trip coming up. I don't know if on Schumann jumped off or not. Namira, I guess on Schumann sometimes I lose him and then he comes back. Namira, would you like a reading? Because I know I'm just rambling. But thank you, Sterling, for reminding me that. I'm going to reach out to Buck after this live and be like, hey, brother, who do you know in Mayo, Florida that works at the Department of Corrections? I just put in that application today. And the window closed today. I actually found the job because I was looking at park ranger jobs. And it said a park ranger job that came up and the window closed 2 days. So if I wouldn't have seen it today, I wouldn't have applied for it. Like, it was crazy how it happened. All right, Namira, is it just a general reading, or did you have a specific question? And on Schumann, if you're there, hop in the chat and I can do you after Namira when you come back. Sometimes I know you have to get off and on. Okay, general. All right, let me pray over the deck, okay? Source, higher power, creator of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for uplifting this community and guiding my words in these cards. I said you do the same for Namir, as Namir is here to seek spiritual spiritual advice, guidance, and wisdom. I'm so thankful for Namir being part of this community and always coming to spread love, light, and positivity. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in words of serenity, abundance, and prosperity. When one rises, we all rise. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, dear. Just have an open heart and open mind, as you always do. I rid this deck of any negativity. I always speak with words of love, light, and positivity. Please guide my words into cards for Namir. Namir is seeking spiritual connection and wisdom for today. Thank you. Thank you for the air we breathe. Thank you for the food we eat. And even the hardship, because the hardships provide learning for us. When one rises, we all rise. Okay. I totally forgot about Bug. That's crazy. And that's such a small town down there. So I really feel like I have good odds. And anyways, all right, Queen of Cups. Oh, I got 2 queens earlier in my reading. I love it. Queen of Cups. I trust my knowing and follow my heart. It's telling your higher powers, talking about trusting your knowing. Sensitivity, imagination, intuition, creativity, and love. As a person, this queen can represent a loving partner or friend, a caring individual with high emotional intelligence. Supporting others comes naturally to her. As a situation, you are led by your heart rather than your head. I can see that about you. I feel that. As a situation, you are led. Oh, I already read that. The message of the card overall is to act with compassion, show your empathy, connect with others, and intuitively read the subtle energies at play. The only issue is a need to stand by your boundaries, so you do not give too much. I used to do that a lot. I would give way too much of myself, and I always, when I talk to people now, I'm like, hey, I know, like, I have a friend and I know she has a very busy life, children, homestead, all homeschool, all these things. And I'm like, hey, take at least 5 or 10 minutes out of the day for yourself. Don't give yourself too much. Oh, look at this. You got another cup. Page of Cups. I'm as young as I choose to feel. As a person in your reading, this page is often a young person who's imaginative, sensitive, and highly intuitive. As a situation, he denotes new positive influences. There is fun and good conversation to be had, which makes you feel re-energized and even young again. Good. We deserve to feel young again. The card often heralds a phase of lighthearted enjoyment when life flows and you feel less burdened by the usual responsibilities. When this page comes into your reading, you may also make a new friend. Wow. I can see, yeah, because you seem very kind. Yeah, we have to try to find that balance and, set firm boundaries with our space. It's hard because if you're an empath like I am and you connect with others deeply, you just want to help everybody, even with animals. I'm like, man, I wish I could just save them all. But it's like, we have to see where those boundaries are. And when we give ourselves too much, then we're not able to truly help anybody because we're just giving too much. We got to give to ourselves too. So, oh no, thank you. Let's see. The Three of Swords. I see things exactly as they are. Loss and heartbreak. I can't remember if you got this card before. I can't remember if it was you or not. Loss and heartbreak. Hidden information comes to light, often bringing sorrow and tears. In love, the card can show betrayal, such as affairs. Overall, this 3 denotes upset and stress, and you may need to take extra care of yourself physically and emotionally, which kind of like you just mentioned, giving yourself too much. There's an additional message here, however, which is to seek the truth, to get to the heart of the matter in the most direct way you can. When you see a situation exactly as it is, with no expectation or romantic filter, you are then in a position to deal with it. You did. Okay. I don't know if it's just validating what you went through or if you're still going through that. But yeah, you're getting it again. Wow. And Sterling's cards lined up with his past reading recently. So yeah, but I love this. So you have this hardship, but this is just reminding you of the beauty in you, and through this hardship. Yeah. I remember us talking about that. Yeah. So it's just validating that you're making those steps to take care of yourself. I'm sending you so much love and light. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. And I hope the healing and the truth, is processed in a healthy way. And yeah, just keep doing what you're doing because your spirit allies are talking. Your higher powers here. Good. Yeah, I see. Good. Thank you for validating that. That's good. I know that sometimes it's just hard. Life gets lifey and it gets hard sometimes, But I loved your reading too. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If anybody else would like a reading, you can come in. Schumann was here, but I think he had to hop off. There's this mantra I listen to. It's called Bountiful, Beautiful, and Blissful. That's where I get it when I say it on my YouTubes. And she just sings it over and over again. It's a beautiful mantra. She's a really pretty singer. Welcome. If you're new here, you can hop in the chat, or if you're coming back, you can hop in the chat. If anybody would like a reading, I am open right now. So beautiful. I got my guitar restrung, and I finally pulled it out and started tinkering with it yesterday and was learning Simple Man. I love that song. It's just like, if you've never heard it, it's just like a Southern rock song. Like just talking about, it's like I've just come full cycle of like thinking I needed material things to be happy, and I've just come full cycle and like, no, I just need community. I need love. I need wildlife, animals. I don't need material things, Material things just bring me. Sterling got the Emperor the other day. Look what just flew out of my deck. The Emperor. Look, that might have been for you, Seven. Look. I'll shuffle though, because you did just come in. These two, I was shuffling, these two come out. The Emperor, I make empowered choices, and Six of Wands. I'm proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. That's pretty cool. Or maybe it was my higher power just validating the message that I was just rambling on about. I walked for 4 hours. I got you, Seven. I'm open. I'll pray. I walked for 4 hours. Last 3 days, listen. I can't remember if that's one of the mantras I listened to. Yeah, it is. That is. I listened to and I just posted a short with that, Namira. Yeah, my guru, Amma, she gave me, that's where I learned my mantras, the 3 mantras she gave me. And I meditate and I listen to those almost every day, at least one, if not all 3 every day. It's so empowering. Hey, I want to say Lila. Yeah, I got 7. I'm going to start now. And then after 7, I can read for you. Okay. Source, divine, creator of all. Thank you for this community. Thank you for guiding my words in these cards. I ask that you do the same for 7, as 7 is here to just connect spiritually, asking for spiritual advice, spiritual wisdom. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to come in and guide my words in these cards for 7, to wrap their arms around 7, which is strength, love, and hope. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you. I just want you to have an open heart and an open mind to the message. I read this deck of any negativity. I only speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I ask that you guide my words and guide these cards for 7. And 7's just seeking spiritual connection, spiritual advice, and wisdom. Thank you. Thank you for 7 being part of this community. Thank you for all the blessings. And thank you for our hardships, because we learn through those hardships. We learn how to evolve and become enlightened. Beautiful. Boy, the higher power is trying to talk. Those cards keep slipping out. I've seen some tarot readers where they just shuffle like this and they go 1 or 2 goes flying. It's crazy. Beautiful. Oh, Namira says, hey, John, welcome. I'm reading for 7, and then I have Lila. And forgive me, Lila, if I'm mispronouncing that. I'm going to write your name, John. If you're able to stick around, I can read for you. Blessings to you. Thank you for blessing this space. I always have to knock on wood because I've been so blessed. I don't have a lot of bombers. I don't have any bombers. Yeah, everybody here is so kind. All right, Namir. No. 7. 9 of Cups. I trust the flow of life. Wishes granted. Ooh, 7. Wishes granted. A wish or dream come true is the meaning of this happy 9. You can manifest what you desire, whether this is love, friendship, wealth, security, work, or creative opportunities. When you receive what you want and need, you are generous with others, sharing your good luck. Your optimism and positive attitude raises others up. You see how life flows and appreciate what you have. An additional meaning of the card is being the host. Oh, your higher power is just validating you with like wishes granted. A wish or a dream come true is the meaning of this happy 9. You can manifest what you desire. I love that. Look, the 6 of Wands, it was for you, Subin. Look, you came in and that's funny. Remember when you first came in, I was shuffling and this one flew out. It's like your higher power already knew what you needed to hear, huh? Well, of course, higher power always knows what you need to hear, but it's like, before I knew you were here. I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. And talking about wishes granted, that's so funny. I cannot make it up. That is so funny. I love our higher power. Success and acknowledgement. This Victorious 6 sees you being greatly appreciated for all your efforts, so you can enjoy the feeling of pride and accomplishment. You have directed your energy, time, and passion well. You may also receive the gift or reward, such as a certificate, trophy, or other token of public appreciation. Specific meanings for this card in a reading include examination and test success. The 6 also means a yes answer to a question. So if you've had a yes or no question in your mind, they're giving you a yes to that. But wow, what? I love that. And then the King of Pentacles. I am sure of my place in this world. What sounds like you are. Like, what a beautiful reading. King of Pentacles. Success and financial security. As a person in your reading, this king is a high achiever who has reached many of his financial goals. He is sure of his place in the world, and because of this, offers others support. Oh, that's sweet. He is highly protective of those he cares for. Oh, as a situation, the card denotes being in control. You manage your money, property, and relationships with care and consideration. A general interpretation of the card is taking a step up in life and achieving your goals, and at work, gaining wealth, promotion, and respect. Oh, I like that reading, 7. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. I really like that. That was good vibes. That's so funny that 6 of Wands came out again. Like, that was meant for you. All right. Thank you again. I hope I didn't lose you. Lila. May I have a reading, please? Yeah, Lila, do you have a question or do you just want a general reading? What is coming towards me? Okay. Okay, well, we'll just do general like that. Okay. What's coming towards you? I got you. What's coming towards you, Lila? Source, creator of all, the divine. Thank you for being here. Thank you for these blessings. Thank you for guiding my words in these cards. I said you do the same for Lila, as Lila's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom regarding what to expect, what's coming their way. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to guide my words, guide these cards, to bring in spiritual knowledge and wisdom for Lila. I'm sending so much love, abundance, and prosperity to Lila. When one rises, we all rise. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, and I just want you to have an open mind and an open heart to the message. I rid this deck of any negativity. I only speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I ask that you guide my words and these cards for Lila, as Lila's just seeking spiritual advice and spiritual wisdom for what to expect, what's coming their way. Thank you for Lila. Thank you for this community. Thank you for all the blessings and our hardships. Thank you for the hardships, because we learn, we evolve through those hardships. And it reminds us that you're always here. Okay. 3 of Wands. I have the energy I need to realize my goals. Oh, it's just validating you. 3 of Wands. Plans take shape. The dynamic number 3 denotes action, and you are now ready to embark upon a challenging venture. It's like This is going to be challenging, but you got this. You may intend to head into unknown territory. And at this point, since the reality of the plan you have committed to, along with its potential pitfalls, overall, the card's message is energy, optimism, and progress in your projects, work, and relationships. An idea you have nurtured begins to take shape. If you have travel plans, your departure date is fast approaching. Okay. Cool. That sounds exciting. If you do crystals, the crystal attached to that is garnet. The crystal garnet. 6 of Pentacles. I give and receive for the universal good. Oh, I like that. Generosity and compassion. You benefit from or give generous help and assistance. You help someone in need out of kindness, and you're the recipient, willing to graciously receive aid in the form of money, time, or practical support. This 6 brings harmony and balance, so you can be assured that it is right to give to others or to receive. There is no ulterior motive, agenda, or feeling of compromise. The card can also signify a donation to charity or a karmic debt being paid. Oh, I got goosebumps with that one, because we all have karmic debt. And when that's being paid, it's just like, it just helps you live in the Dharma, which brings balance and personal peace. Oh, that makes me feel peaceful reading it. That's a beautiful card, Lila. The Hanged Man. I can see the situation another way. So this is kind of like denoting like a little bit of, I don't know, like unrest or something, but like it's like validating that you're good though. You're good. You're fine. Your higher powers got you. A young man is suspended upside down from a tree. The tree is a representation of the tree of life, a sacred symbol of the enduring connectedness of all things. He is tethered to a branch by one foot, yet he appears unharmed and peaceful. This one, peaceful, balancing yourself. Awaiting whatever the future brings, whatever the future brings. Oh, I love the connection of your read. The luminous selenite rocks below him symbolize his connection to the spiritual world. You may feel in limbo as you wait for events to speed up, but this one's saying it's gonna. It was my phone over here. Oh. Look, the higher power's like, yeah, it is, Lila. It's happening. Sorry, my phone fell off the couch. Where was I? You may feel in limbo as you wait for events to speed up or for others to make a move. The card, however, asks you to make the most of the impasse and see your situation from another angle. An additional meaning is considering a compromise as a way forward. Spiritually, the Hanged Man can show meditation, spiritual awareness, or spiritual initiation. Wow. I like your reading, Lila. I hope it gave you something to meditate or pray over, whatever your practice is. And thank you for letting me read for you. I don't remember seeing your name before. If you have been here, forgive me for forgetting. And if you haven't been, welcome. And thank you for letting me connect with you spiritually. I'm happy you're here. Yeah, it's going to be great. You have your higher power with you. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for validating our higher power. I appreciate that. Hey, John, if you want a reading, you're next. And thank you again, Lila. If you would like a reading, John, all you got to do is pop in the chat and just tell me if you would like a general reading or would you like, do you have a question to ask? And if John hopped off, then I'm open if somebody else would like a reading. And welcome. I'm so happy you're here. When I don't read, I end up rambling, and sometimes it's good. You know, whatever's meant to be said is said. I do moto vlogs too, and when I get on my motorcycle and start to record, I get a little anxious at first, like, what am I going to talk about? But then I end up writing and just spat, it just comes out. I guess, I mean, well, I don't guess. That's the divine coming out, huh? Whatever's supposed to be said will be said, huh? I'm so happy you're here today. I didn't know whether I wanted to get on later or earlier. I kind of like varying the times because, I can reach more people that way and help different people that day, like that way. My incense burned so fast. I got lavender, and Kefov, Maddie, my husband, got dragon's blood, and his burned so much slower than mine. Mine I've already went through 2, and we've only been on here 30 minutes. I'm going to get some of his dragon's blood. Look, if this Middle Georgia Bible Belt people got on here, no offense, but they they would think I was doing like witchcraft. Let's still some of your dragon's blood. Supposed to storm here later. I don't know when it's coming in, but it's supposed to. Hey, if you're just coming in, welcome. If you'd like a reading, just hop in the chat and give you a reading. Or if you just want to say hey, or if you just want to alert, that's okay too. Or I'll sing to you because I got my headphones in today. You might not want me to do that. I could read a little bit better than I could sing. Oh, the dragon's blood just smells so good. It reminds me of like Kool-Aid. This is a fruity smell. Oh, and I got a new deck coming in. Oh my gosh, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all. I've got a new Oracle deck coming in. It's from Beyond the Lemurian. I hope I'm saying it right. This is my first Oracle deck. These are spirit allies. And while nobody wants a reading, I guess I could pull some and share them with y'all. They're really beautiful. And so I've been sleep meditating with this woman on YouTube. I want to put her name. I want to say her name out loud. So she calls the community wild hearts. That's what she calls us, wild hearts. And I just love it. And she so if you're familiar with star seeds, I always felt really connected to the Blu-ray star seeds. Well, I didn't realize when I was listening to her, this is Whispers of the Wind. Well, Whispers of the Wild. That's her YouTube. I'll put it in the chat in case anybody's interested. She has beautiful meditations, and it's centered around Lemuria. I'm gonna be saying it wrong. The Lemurian tribe. It's just a beautiful, like, ancestor, like always guided and protected. I feel so connected to it. And then I ended up looking online. I don't even know how I came across the deck. I think it showed up on my YouTube actually. And it's a Lemurian spirit ally deck or Oracle deck. So I was like, what? I know there's some other YouTubers that tarot read and they'll read from their tarot deck, but then they'll offer spirit ally cards too. So I was like, oh, maybe I can add that in there some way. Like maybe do 2 tarot cards and then a spirit ally card to end the reading on. I don't know. This is my Oracle deck that I started with first. Anybody that doesn't know, I'm sober now, but I used to be a very avid pothead. It's illegal in my state. And I decided to still partake and I was pulling from the Oracle deck since I don't have anybody in line, and I got the cannabis card. But the reason I'm so connected to plants now that I'm sober is I've realized that there's something in my future, something in my pathway to deal with plant medicine. And I learned that kudzu root helps with alcohol cravings. And so I've been taking that as I am over 3 months sober now. But when I first got back, the cravings were pretty bad. And the kudzu root was amazing. Now, don't get me wrong. Like there were reviews online saying, I took this kudzu root with a White Claw and it's not working. So don't get me wrong. You still got to work a program of sobriety. You got to have faith in your higher power. So it's multiple things, but The kudzu root really helped me, and I just keep being drawn to plant medicine. And I know cannabis is part of plant medicine too. Not for me, but it has its healing properties, and it's not for me to partake in, but it's just validating that plant medicine is what it's about for me. So this is the reading from the Oracle deck for the cannabis. I honor myself and put my needs first. With its flowering stalks and unmistakable leaves, cannabis has a reputation like no other. It also requires precise growing conditions and knows a thing or two about the true meaning of patience and taking it day by day. Not funny. The universe recognizes how hard you're working right now, but it's urging you to take a moment for yourself to relax and connect with your higher self. It's a great moment to ask yourself, am I on my highest path? Cannabis draws your attention to the magnificence of pure awareness and presence. See, I wasn't present. When I was smoking, I'd wake up, I'd smoke all day long. I wasn't present. I was absent. So this is not like saying, hey, go out and, smoke all day long. This is like connecting to the plant and truly in the medicinal way it's supposed to be. You reminded me to be present so you can see and feel what's really your truth. Slow down and enjoy a moment of peace. Sip from the well of spirit and replenish your soul. Take care of yourself holistically so that you can thrive. I got this plant a lot when I first got sober. A lot. And it just reminded me like spirit and taking care of myself holistically is where it's at on this sober journey, Welcome. If you're just coming in and would like a reading, you can hop in there. I'm just reading from my Oracle deck while I wait for anybody that would like a reading. I was rambling that I got a new Oracle deck coming. It's called Beyond Lemuria. It seems like it's going to be a beautiful deck. And this is my first Oracle deck that I started using along 6 months ago, 5 months ago. I started with my Oracle deck before I did tarot. Virgo, the universe works with me. Sitting in a quiet nook, Virgo is concentrated and working hard. They know that there's a lot to be done, so they work diligently and with great care. If there's one thing that is true for Virgo, it's that they know how to stay focused on the right path. As you experience changes throughout your life, know that with each new shift comes a new opportunity. You are organized and reliable. Trust that the universe is the same and keep the faith, as the universe is always secretly working in your favor. Hey, Rusty, welcome. Would you like a reading today? Virgo is here as a gentle reminder to allow change into your life, especially if you know deep down that it is aligned with your soul's journey. Make goals for yourself and turn to your guides when you feel like you are at a crossroads. Learn from your experiences and apply that knowledge to life to live a fuller and more enlightened life. Thank you for being here, Rusty. I was just talking about this cannabis card and my sober journey, and that I got that cannabis card a lot, not telling me to keep smoking weed all day long, but it's a different way of just reminding me to connect with Mother Nature in other ways and more ways to stay grounded, But I'm happy you're here. Go check out Rusty Rivers' channel if you haven't. He's a big advocate for sober support as well. So that's how I guess we came across each other, huh? If you'd like a reading, just hop in there and let me know if you want a general reading or not. And if not, that's okay too. I love the support. Oh, look, Maddie, look what was on the bottom. Oh, he's listening to a show. The mushroom was on the bottom of my Oracle deck. Adventure the Key Fob is, he's all about the mushroom logo. He gets migraines. And so when I was like, looking on this path of herbal remedies and things, I started looking up migraine remedies, and there's not two. There's a flower that I looked up that I want to go harvest, but I want to see if there's some type of mushroom for migraines, but I haven't yet. Hummingbird. Let's see. If you're just coming in and would like a reading, I'm actually open. I'm just reading from my spirit allies while I wait. Hummingbird, I am happy. Glistening in the sunlight with its jewel-toned feathers, hummingbird perches and drinks the sweet nectar of nature. Look, as I was talking about, like nature's medicine, you know? Despite its size and delicate features, it knows how to quickly move from one area to the next, a prime example of never judging a book by its cover. Hummingbird has appeared to remind you that you hold the keys to your happiness. You can train yourself to stay focused on what you want to be experiencing and hold a vision of your ideal reality, which really can and will become your true reality, the power of manifestation. So be sure to stay focused on sweet things. If you want to be experiencing a sweet reality, Hummingbird raises your vibration and elevates your mood so you remain in gratitude and feel empowered while walking the path to become your most magical self. If there have been hard times recently, Hummingbird has arrived to show you the suffering will now subside. That's beautiful. I love that. I'll pull a couple more, and then I might pull out the doggy deck if nobody wants a reading. Oh, I love the night dragon. Kifov actually bought me a dragon wing pendant. It's a black dragon wing pendant, the night dragon, like my oracle deck.
Broken wing.
Broken wing, yeah. Mhm. Let's see. Oh, I lost my spirit ally, but I am brave. Against the rocky cliffs of the mountainside, dragon rests peacefully with the crashing shore blissfully ringing in its ears. Its iridescent scales catch glimmers of sunlight and sprinkle the cave in an array of rainbows. Dragon is often misunderstood, but it pays no mind to the thoughts of others. I feel so good about that part of my life. Like, Maddie calls me feral. Oh, there you are. But he calls me feral. Y'all, I literally went out to the yard yesterday morning and hugged a tree. I can't even make it up. I did. I've been called to hug a tree twice now. I don't know why. Well, I know why now. But a girlfriend of mine mentioned it, and out of nowhere, I didn't even bring it up. And then it was something else. It came up somewhere else about hugging a tree. And I did. And I was laughing. I was laughing, thinking like if Maddie walked outside and saw me hugging the tree, like you would truly think I wasn't sober. But I am, and I love it. And yeah, it was nice. If you haven't hugged a tree, you really should try it. Don't let the ants deter you, or deter. Is that
Deter.
deter? Thank you, teacher. Deter. I like to mispronounce names and words quite often. Don't let the ants make you scared to do it. Deter you from doing it. And I skipped a couple trees before I got to the tree I was meant to hug. It was really amazing, y'all. I don't know how to explain it. It's just. Anyway, I'll shut up. But the dragon made me think of to being grateful that I don't give a damn anymore what people think. Like I know my actions are lined up with my highest good and for the good of others. Like I truly feel I'm not perfect, you know, but selflessness is at the center of my heart now. So like everybody else, if they're doing their judgy thing, that's just a mirror, you know, that's just a mirror of their own inner turmoil. No. Hey, Miss Pickett, welcome back. I remember that name. Thank you for being here. No, I'm just rambling. I was pulling from my oracle deck while I wait. I'm open. Do you have a question, or do you just want a general read? I think you said you have a question. Hey, Dorothy, I am. I've been so blessed today. I popped on. I told some of the ones earlier that I applied for a job to teach inmates in the town that we're going to move to soon. So wish me luck, please send me prayers, send me good vibes. It's a really good job and it's teaching in a different capacity. So I'm excited. I hope that I'll be offered an interview and see where it might go. No, of course, Miss Pickett, I can wait. And Dorothy, are you here to say hello today, or do you want a reading as well? I can read for you after Miss Pickett, if you would like one. And welcome to all the others who are coming in. If you would like a reading, I have Miss Pickett and then possibly Dorothy, if Dorothy would like a reading. Sometimes she just comes to say, hey. Okay, yeah, I can do a love one after Miss Pickett for sure. I appreciate you. If I apply for the, all right, Miss Pickett, if I apply for the Settlement Act lawsuit that I just found out about, will it go in my favor? All right. Oh, okay. So you're asking if you apply, will it go in your favor for this lawsuit? Okay, we can try. Source, creator of all, divine, thank you for being here and guiding my words in these cards. I ask that you do the same for Miss Pickett, as Miss Pickett is seeking spiritual advice and wisdom regarding this lawsuit that she's found out about. She's asking if she applies for that lawsuit, will it go in her favor? I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in words of enlightenment and spiritual wisdom and knowledge regarding the situation, and if she applies for this lawsuit, if it will go in her favor. Thank you for guiding my words in these cards, and thank you for this community. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, and I just want you to have an open mind and an open heart to the message. I rid this deck of any negativity. I only speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I ask for your guidance. I ask for words of wisdom and knowledge from Ms. Pickett as she's questioning about this lawsuit. And if she applies for the lawsuit, will it go her way? Thank you. Thank you so much for this beautiful world. Thank you for all of our blessings and even our hardships as we learn through those hardships. When one rises, we all rise. Blissful and beautiful. Blissful and beautiful. Okay, let's see. Ace of Cups. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. Oh, this isn't talking about that. I don't know. Maybe it is. The aces reveal new beginnings. The Ace of Cups heralds a new relationship or project that brings an outpouring of love and emotion. This is an intense time as your heart overflows, and you may feel overwhelmed at times as you enter into a deep bond or respond intensely to whatever you fall in love with, whether a partner, child, or new creative project. A common meaning of the card in readings is pregnancy and fertility. The equivalent male card is the Ace of Wands, so either or both of these cards can indicate future parenthood. So I don't know if it's regarding that, but I'm gonna leave it there. Three of Pentacles. When I show my work, others give support. Early success. I don't know if that's applying to this. Whatever you are building or focusing upon is established. A relationship or a home, business, or project, such as remodeling your house or yard. This is the card of the artisan who is meticulous and shares it with a willing, appreciative audience. You may find you discuss and negotiate with others to improve your ideas. This is the path for further success and income in the future. An additional meaning is given a practical demonstration of your skills. All right, let's see the next one. Eight of Wands. I manifest multiple opportunities. News, messages, and energy. 8, number of change in the passionate, driven suit of wands signifies news that creates new opportunities. It's the card of communication, and events begin to speed up. So if you've been waiting for a decision or other news, this is highly likely now. In general, there will be more emails, texts, and other messages arriving. Travel's also favored, so this busy card brings opportunities for frequent trips for work and short breaks for leisure. The advice here, I think this is going to be the part that hits on what you're asking. The advice here is to pause and consider your options rather than respond impulsively. So I do have cards in my deck that say yes to a question, and your cards are not giving a yes to that, but they are calling for you to pause and consider your options rather than respond impulsively. Oh, that's pretty cool. I was wondering if that's how, like, because it says news messages and it says it's a card of communication. So it's not saying, yes, it'll go in your favor, but that doesn't mean that it won't, you know? It's just telling you to pause and think. They're which we should for all of our actions anyways, right? Especially this is pretty big, it sounds like. So yeah, just pause and think and try not to respond impulsively. Thank you. I hope it gives you something to meditate or pray over. And even if the cards didn't deliberately say yes, like your intuition will guide you. Whatever message you receive from that is how it was meant to be. Thank you. I appreciate you. I hope it gave you something to, meditate or pray over, whatever that practice is, to help guide you in that decision. All right, Miss Dorothy, been talking with the fella. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. I remember seeing this name before. Been talking with the fella. He has lasted the longest, and the past have scared them away. Oh, no. You didn't scare them away. They just weren't meant to be. You just waited on the king, All right, so a love reading. All right. Source, creator of all. Thank you for being here and guiding my words in these cards. I said you do the same for Dorothy, as Dorothy is seeking spiritual advice and wisdom regarding her love life. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to come in with words of wisdom and knowledge regarding Dorothy's love life and just actions that maybe she should take to help improve that area. I'm sending her so much self-love and self-confidence and abundance. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, and I just want you to have an open mind and heart to the message. I read this. Oh, I can't shuffle. Those weren't meant to go in there, huh? I read this deck of any negativity. I only speak with words of love, light, and positivity. Wait, hold on. Well, let me finish this. I ask that you guide my words in these cards to bring Dorothy spiritual advice and spiritual knowledge in her love life. Help me to uplift her and see that she is worthy of it all. Thank you for this community. Thank you for these cards and your words. I want to shuffle one more time. Sometimes I get a feeling to shuffle one more time, and then sometimes I don't. But that time I was like, no, let me do it. Beautiful. I've been like listening to music most of the day, and I was like, usually I don't listen to music while I read. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. Yeah, I know a lot of tarot readers. Everybody has their own way of practicing, but I know for me, tarot just really helped me to become enlightened. It helped me to really learn how to love everyone, including myself. And I just hope I can raise the positive vibrations like it did for me, for everyone. So thank you for validating that. This is the King of Swords. I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. Strategy, decisions, and action. As a king, this king is charming, intelligent, and quick-witted, but potentially ruthless. As a situation, a decision is about to be made, and you may need to look at the cards surrounding the king to discern whether this will be positive or negative. Overall, careful planning is needed now. Creating a strategy to take you forward that needs to be clear and direct. 3, think through your options carefully. This needs forethought rather than an impulsive approach. So I know sometimes we can get really caught up in our emotions and just react, and with relationships, it's really difficult to not respond impulsively. So this is just, is telling you just to try to balance yourself, try to make those decisions through your higher power with guidance, and try to not make them impulsively, whatever happens with this relationship. The Knight of Cups. I know that the right person waits until I'm ready. An offer or other new opportunity comes to you. This may be an invitation or proposal of some kind, which sounds like exactly what you need. The card can show the early stages of a relationship. However, as a person in your reading, this knight is romantic but not practical. So he or she may just want you. He or she may say just what you want to hear, but forget the practicalities. The message here is to wait and observe. Let the person prove his value before you agree to any plan. So both of these cards are validating this relationship, but they're both just saying, whatever you do, prayer, meditation, to seek guidance. Everything I do now, I pray, everything. I always pray for guidance, and I'll always listen with my insight here. This is where the divine is. This gets us in trouble, but this is where the divine is. And you just got to sit in silence sometimes. You got to sit in stillness sometimes to listen to that. I do okay when it's friends, but when it gets adultish, that's when I get nervous, and that's probably led through fear. A lot of the times when we put our walls up for relationships, it's because we're living in fear, but we have to cultivate that attitude and that mentality of like, God's got me. Life is still going to happen. Things are going to hurt. But when you got your higher power right here, like you're really connected, those hard things get just a little bit easier, So let it flow, girl. Like live your best life. Relationships are fun. And they do suck sometimes too, but live it up. Yeah. Try not to let those nerves get in the way, Try to heal your past wounds. I feel like maybe that's coming from some past wounds, 10 of Wands. I love and care for myself first. So look, this is validating that. This is validating like work through, do whatever practice helps you build your confidence. Because once you love yourself, loving other people will be so easy. You're not going to overthink anything because you're going to be like, I'm good. Like whether this works out or not, I'm good, because I love myself and I'm worthy of it all. And you really are. You are worthy of everything. Your higher power wants you to be everything and more. And you're worthy of everything. 10 of Wands, being overwhelmed. See, it sounds like maybe this is already starting to get a little too serious for you. But look, don't be scared. Don't let those nerves get in the way. Just let it flow, girl. Let it flow. Everybody's in our life at a certain time for a reason, and everything has seasons too. So it might end or it might not, but if we call that in the sober rooms, future tripping. We can't future trip, because then we'll never get to just enjoy right now. Just enjoy right now. Whatever you two are doing right now, just enjoy it. Being overwhelmed, losing sight of a goal. This 10 is the card of burdens. You may be at the point at which you feel it is impossible to reduce your responsibilities, or your workload. However, with so much upon you, you risk losing perspective as you become too absorbed in the detail. Your future tripping, too absorbed in the detail. More generally, the card can also show cluttered thinking. We got to clear this out, and the need to simplify. The message is to prioritize. You may get more done if you commit to fewer people or projects. I think you've gotten this card before too. This may mean managing external demands at work, for example, and in relationships, not taking others' problems on as your own. Yeah, your higher power is just validating everything you spoke, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. I know that the right person waits until I'm ready. I love and care for myself first. Thank you, Dorothy, for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here and you coming back to visit. And I know that relationships is a hard part in your life. And so I'm just sending you so much self-love, sister. You're so beautiful. You're always guided and protected. And you're worthy. If this is what you want, you're good, I hope that it gave you something to pray or meditate over, or that you connected with something. Thank you again, Dorothy. Welcome all those new coming in. I am open now. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. If anybody would like a reading, you can hop in the chat. Kind of want to. My doggy deck's calling to me. I got my oracle deck out earlier, but while I wait to see if anybody wants a reading, look, is that not just the cutest ever? But I am going to have to rebrand. My phone number changed, and people think that I'm actually reading for dogs. And somebody said, maybe you should try to read for a dog. I was like, I guess I could. I haven't tried to read for one yet, but I could. Maybe I should. Let me try to pull a card for Siete. Siete is over here sleeping next to me. Let's see what it says. If you want a reading, you can hop in the chat. I'm just messing around with my dog deck. Maybe it'll teach me how to get Siete to not want to eat the other dogs. She is a pit bull mix. We rescued her from a gas station where somebody had left her. She was a tiny little thing, and her little toes, her little claws were all the way down to the beds, where she had been going around the parking lot, cement or like the concrete, looking for food. And I thought it was somebody's puppy, so I ran and picked her up because it was a busy intersection. And I was like, whose puppy is this? And nobody was claiming her. And I went into the guy and I was like, is this somebody's puppy? And he said she had been there for 2 weeks. And you could see that she was just tiny. We had never had a pit bull before that. And she was fine with the pack. We have a pack of 10. And but when she came along, Siete being her name, she was number 7 then. She was fine with the pack. But once she hit maturity, she started going up the females, latching on, I'm talking about and it took about 3 times of that happening, and we had to separate them. So now we have our house divided, and she's okay with the little Yorkie, because he is an old man and blind. So he's in here with her, and we have to take turns, visitation, so that the 8 dogs have half the house and outside, and then her a little bit have half the house in the front yard. But we have to literally switch them out so they can all spend time with us. And around here, or I've always heard people debate whether pit bulls are bred that way or the humans make them that way. From our experience with Siete, the rest of our pack, they don't do that. And she didn't do that until she hit maturity. So I don't know. Around here, they still fight dogs around here. So I don't know if she was bred into a pack and that's where it came from or what, but she'll kill one. And somebody told me, just put her down. I was like, no, that's like, no, there's no way I could just put her down. No way. I was like, let me pull a card for Siete. And it's the temperance card reversed. That's funny. No, it's not funny because bless her heart. I know she just has inner turmoil. Let me read it since I'm just waiting. If you want a reading, you can hop in the chat. I am literally just messing around to see if anybody wants a reading. I'll probably, I don't know. I've been on here for an hour. I might wait a little bit longer. I think Kifa want to take a nap. Upside down, the card invites a little introspection, like Siete. The higher power wants you to do some introspection, particularly when it comes to your impulsivity. That's so funny. She's very impulsive. Like I said, she'll get honest about what is out of balance for you and where you can rein it in. Girl, rein it in. I always try to heal her. Like, please heal her. Dorothy says, my sister has had 2 pit bulls and have never had. Oh, see, that's why I think that, I don't know. I've heard of people having pit bulls and no problem. So I don't know. I feel like maybe she was born in a fighting ring and escaped, because that would make sense as to why it might be in her genetics, her DNA. If they're breeding them in that fighting ring, I don't know. But I have heard of that. I've heard of people owning pit bulls with no issues. So it's crazy. I guess I always just divert back to everything happens for a reason. It was a hardship that we had to process. Like, we loved her so much, and we love her so much. Like, I'm thankful that we were able to navigate how to keep her and not have to rehome her. And, but yeah, it's crazy. I think you shared that before. I think I've talked about her on here before. Yeah. My music. Maddie has this. He loves listening to hard rock. So on my Amazon Music, it's Californication, but it's like a metal version. Like, no, this is not tarot vibes, babe. But we share the same Amazon Music. Anyways, I'm just rambling. If you would like a reading, you can hop on. All right, let me pull a doggy card for me. Maybe I should do a whole doggy read. The doggy deck can be intense. While I wait, let me see him. I'm going to have to text Bug. Starling told me that one of our friends, Bug, knows somebody down in Mayo, Florida. And he does. I remember Buck telling me he knows people down there. And that I applied for a job at the correctional facility to teach inmates because I'm a teacher. Like, it'd be crazy. I went from teaching middle school to teaching kindergarten to possibly teaching inmates. How crazy would that be, right? But I really feel like, wow, it'd be so to help adult. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I hope I get the interview. Hey, Falguni, I remember you before. I think I didn't get to read for you, though, because you hopped off or something. Would you like a reading today? Welcome back. Dorothy, been thinking of a good test for a guy to see if he's a patient guy. Look, you'll find out if they're patient just by being around them. Life will throw tests their way. You'll see. You know what I mean? But I am interested what test. Like, what's your test going to be? Falguni, if you want a reading, you can let me know. Do you want a general reading or do you have a specific question? Yeah, now I'm really intrigued, Dorothy. What's the test going to be? What I would do is I've seen some people. You remember me. I do remember you. Okay. Let me get my crystal deck because the doggy deck can be kind of relentless. Hold on. Let me get my crystal deck. Okay, I'm going to pray over the deck, Falguni. The test would be how well he would deal with me shelling peanut. Oh, no, Dorothy, quit. Look, you're just trying to push him away. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be kind. Not shell peanuts in their vehicle. That's too funny. Oh my God. If it was my vehicle, I'd be like, whatever. It has sand everywhere and dog hair everywhere. All right, Falguni, I'm going to pray over the deck. My spirit allies, higher power, divine source. Thank you for this community. Thank you for my words. Thank you for this deck. I said you guide me and guide these cards for Falguni, as Falguni's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to come in with words of wisdom and knowledge to guide Falguni, as Falguni's here seeking spiritual wisdom. When one rises, we all rise. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, and I just want you to have an open mind and an open heart to the message. I rid this deck of any negativity. I only speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I said you guide my words, guide the cards for Falguni. They're just here seeking spiritual connection. Thank you for this community. Thank you for the blessings. And thank you for the hardships. Even through the hardships, we learn and we become enlightened. Thank you for helping me to raise the positive vibrational fields of the world we live in. Think about Dorothy talking about shelling peanuts and someone, look. You cannot do that. I know they get everywhere. That's why you can't do that to that guy. All right. If my colleague was sipping iced coffee with me, what would she have to tell me? I mean, she could just sip coffee in peace, but just in case. Oh, I don't know if all that'll come out. Well, let's see. I thought you wanted a general reading. My bad. Now I'm debating whether I should shuffle. Well, you know, our higher power knows what you need to hear. Let's read them. The 8 of Cups. Now I'm like, if this person was sipping iced coffee with me, what would they have to tell me? She could just sip coffee in peace. Okay, yeah. Okay. This is okay. I got you. Hey, when I'm drinking coffee, sometimes that caffeine makes me ramble. 8 of Cups. A change of heart, moving on. So I don't know if this applies to that situation or not, but a change of heart, moving on. 8 is the number of change, and it signifies a change in your life as you transition from one place or situation to another. You may have hit a wall, knowing you cannot progress further. So the only option is to walk on. Overall, this 8 signifies change that is needed, and it comes quietly without soul searching. This card's message is about accepting the way things have turned out and knowing the right time to make a move. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Hey, Jay, guilty of crime. Go check out Jay's channel. They have a crime podcast channel. Thank you so much for showing some love. I appreciate you. You're going to have to go click on guilty of crime. I always giggle. One of my friends earlier actually talked about watching true crime shows, and I got to share with her that my husband calls it murder porn. So messed up. It's like, stop watching that murder porn. Dorothy says, got iced latte, a pack of 6. Ooh, now y'all making me want some more coffee. Look. All right, Falguni, Page of Wands. I am always open to good news. So I don't know if this coffee break is going to be good news or not, but this one's talking about I accept my situation without resistance. And this one's talking about some good news. I got the Page of Wands whenever I pulled for myself earlier about this new job. I know, right, Jay? It's so messed up, murder porn. I don't watch it as much now in my sobriety because I have to make sure I protect my headspace. And as an empath, I can get really deep into the emotions of those cases. So I have to be careful. But I used to go to bed watching it. And my husband would be like, please turn that murder porn off. Because I would fall asleep. Then I was using and drinking. So I was out. But my husband was like, I have nightmares. So it's like, please don't watch that while I fall asleep. All right, Falguni, page of wands, messages and news. As a person in your reading, this page is often a young person who is talkative and creative. The card can literally show a young person reading and writing. As a situation, the card reveals welcome news, which brings conditions for advancement and self-expression. While he does not represent instant success, he does foretell good news. Specifically, this page often comes up in readings to show applications for work, or more simply, a person who will soon be in touch with you. It can be murder for too, right? I read dark romance, so have to be careful. Yeah, you're right. I can imagine, Dorothy. I Falguni, the Hermit. I follow my own path. So this sounds like it's kind of like just, I don't know your relation to this person, but I'm going to leave it there. I don't like to add too much in there because the message is exactly how it's supposed to be for you. The Hermit. The hermit meditates in a crystal cave. Alone, he is guided by his inner light or knowing, which is symbolized by the glowing star within his lamp. Atop his staff sits a vibrant turquoise stone, and his staff is entwined with a snake, a symbol of healing. Yeah, this is, At this throat chakra, he feels the vibration of the turquoise and senses the stone's wisdom messages. Turquoise brings the hermit healing, protection, and guidance as he journeys through new inner landscapes. The hermit is a card of contemplation and reflection. And Tarot, the hermit, was once known as Father Time, shown with an hourglass in his lamp, signifying a time for healing. Yeah, you got two cards regarding that. You may need time alone now to process recent events. The hermit also indicates personal growth, studying, and learning, and an opportunity to discover esoteric wisdom. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me read for you. And I hope it gave you something to pray or meditate over, Falguni, whatever your practice is. And I hope your meeting with the coffee person goes like you expect it to, or like you hope for it to. Whatever serves the higher purpose. Jay says, I listen to it in my ear as I sleep. Oh, man. My wife will let me play it on the TV. Yeah, that's how my husband was. Falguni, Mekali is my spirit. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought that it was a person. Sorry, is my spirit guided a message like this from her. It's incredible. Oh, thank you for validating your spirit guide and our higher power. Falguni says it all makes sense. Thanks a lot, girl. Bless your beautiful heart. This makes me happy. That really is so special to me. Thank you for validating that. I really appreciate that. And I'm but a vessel, I'm just thankful that I can be that vessel. And I'm thankful that you validated that our higher power is always here, always present. Thank you. That was very beautiful to share. As my music ended, look, maybe that was the final like drum. I really suck at drum noises, but hey, I can practice like the final drum roll to the ending of the session, maybe, huh? I don't even want to pick up the cards now. I love it whenever it connects so deeply. Because like with this one, I didn't know if it was connecting, and it's always the ones I question myself. Like, is it connecting or not? That there's this powerful message at the end validating it. Oh, right? I'm just so grateful. I really if you knew how shitty I was whenever I was drinking and using, I was a sick person, and I was blessed beyond even when I was sick. And so now I just want to share it with everyone. I want to bless others as I've been blessed. So thank you for validating that. I make this weird sound in the shower. It sounds like the Keefe does really good sound effects. I suck at them. I'm not very good at sound effects, but I can try. You have me on cloud 9 now, Falguni. I appreciate that. I love this crystal power deck. All right, my Sangha, my blessed community. Thank y'all for visiting me today. As always, I love connecting with y'all. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for this positive environment and this positive space. Always remember you're loved, guided, and protected. The source is within you. So you can connect any day, any second of the day that you want to connect. Divine is always here. And you're bountiful, beautiful, and blissful. Thank you so much. Dorothy, it's weird. I've done it since I was little. I do make weird noises all the time too. Yeah, and it just comes out impulsively. So you're not alone in that one. Look, there's always community, even with the weird sounds. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all soon. Sending y'all so much love and light.